Welcome back to the channel, Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today, we're exploring four of the most valuable top 4 collectible United States coins that could be hiding in old collections coin jars or inherited coin albums. From a famous wheat penny to the classic Roosevelt dime, the Jefferson nickel and the Washington quarter, some rare dates, mint marks, and conditions can make these coins worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Make sure to watch until the end because one of these coins is sold for an incredible amount at auction. Let's get started first with the United States 1968 D. Roosevelt dime in fine condition. While this coin may seem common at first glance, there are several factors that can influence its value, rarity, and collector appeal. If you have a 1968 D dime tucked away in a coin jar, old collection, or inherited coin set, you may be wondering whether it's worth more than its face value. In this video, we'll explore the history, unique features, rarity, collector demand, and current auction market value of the 1968 D. Roosevelt dime. The 1968 D. Roosevelt dime was produced at the Denver Mint and carries the D mint mark on the obverse, just above the date. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt shortly after his death. Roosevelt was widely admired for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as the support of the March of Dimes campaign. By 1968, the United States Mint had already transitioned away from silver coinage, and dimes were being struck using a copper-nickel-clad composition. The 1968 D dime represents one of the early years of clad coin production in the Roosevelt dime series, one of the most recognizable features of the 1968 D dime is the portrait of President Roosevelt on the front of the coin. Designed by John R. Sinek, the obverse displays Roosevelt facing left along with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. The reverse features a torch symbolizing liberty, an olive branch representing peace, and an oak branch representing strength. Although millions of these coins are produced, collectors still appreciate well-preserved examples due to their historical significance and attractive design. When discussing rarity, the standard 1968 D. Roosevelt dime is not considered a rare coin because the Denver Mint produced more than 480 million examples. However, finding high-quality specimens with strong details, minimal wear, and attractive surfaces can be more challenging. Fine-condition examples typically show moderate circulation, but still retain clear details on Roosevelt's hair, face, and the reverse design elements. Collectors often seek coins that are better preserved than average circulation pieces. Even damaged examples of the 1968 D dime can attract some interest from beginning collectors, especially those trying to complete data and mint collections on a budget. However, damaged coins with scratches, corrosion, bending, or heavy cleaning generally command little premium over face value. Most serious collectors prefer coins that have not been altered or heavily damaged. The highest demand remains for original, problem-free examples and certified mint state specimens. As for current market value, a typical 1968 D. Roosevelt dime in fine condition is usually worth between 10 cents and $1. Extremely fine examples may sell for $1 to $3, while uncirculated pieces can bring anywhere from $5 to $20 depending on quality. Coins certified in exceptionally high mint state grades, such as MS-67 or higher, have sold for significantly larger amounts at auction, sometimes reaching several $100s. Special error coins, including off-center strikes or double dies, can command even stronger premiums depending on the rarity and severity of the error. For collectors, it is always important to examine a 1968 D dime carefully. Look for signs of unusual mint errors, exceptional luster, or strong strike quality. Avoid cleaning coins, as cleaning can reduce collector value. If you believe you have an unusually well-preserved example, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. Proper storage in coin holders or albums can also help preserve the coin's condition for years to come to an conclusion. The 1968 D. Roosevelt dime in fine condition is a fascinating piece of American coinage history. While most examples are common and carry only modest premiums, high-grade specimens and rare mint errors can be surprisingly valuable. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, the 1968 D dime remains a worthwhile coin to study and collect. Be sure to check your change, old coin collections, and inherited coin boxes. You never know when you might discover a hidden treasure. Next up, the United States wheat penny from 1957 without a mint mark. At first glance, this old copper penny may seem ordinary, and many people have one hidden away in a coin jar, collection, or family keepsake. However, some 1957 wheat pennies have attracted significant attention from collectors over the years. In this video, we'll explore the history of this famous coin, its unique features, rarity, collector demand, and current market value in dollars. Make sure to watch until the end because you may be surprised to learn how much certain examples of this penny have sold for at auction. The wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln wheat cent, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first regular-issue United States coin to feature a real historical person. The obverse of the coin displays Abraham Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse features two wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. The 1957 wheat penny was produced during the final years of the wheat cent series, which ended in 1958. Pennies without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During 1957, hundreds of millions of these coins were produced and released into circulation, making them common in everyday commerce throughout the United States. The 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark is composed primarily of copper, with a small percentage of tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters on the front of the coin. Collectors can find a portrait of Abraham Lincoln along with the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1957. Because there is no mint mark beneath the date, the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The reverse side displays a classic wheat ear design that gives the coin its popular nickname. This design remained a favorite among collectors for decades and is one reason why wheat pennies continue to be highly collectible today. Point one particularly famous variety from this year is the 1957 double die obverse, which shows noticeable doubling in the lettering and date. While the standard 1957 penny is common, the double die variety is much scarcer and significantly more valuable in circulated condition. The regular 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark is not considered rare because so many were produced. Millions of examples still survive today. Even coins showing wear, scratches, discoloration, or other signs of circulation can often be found with ease. However, collector demand remains strong because wheat pennies are popular entry-level collectibles. Many collectors enjoy building complete date and mint sets, and the 1957 issue is an important part of those collections. Even damaged examples can attract buyers if they still have readable dates and clear details. Although damage reduces value, the historical appeal of the wheat penny series helps maintain collector interest. The famous double die variety remains highly sought after even when circulated, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln cent varieties from a 1950s. Now, let's talk about value. A regular 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark in circulated condition generally sells for around 5 cents to 50 cents. Coins with stronger detail and better eye appeal may bring between $1 and $5. Uncirculated examples with original mint luster can sell for $10, $20, or even higher depending on grade. Professionally graded coins and exceptionally high mint state grades have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. The real excitement comes from the famous 1957 double die obverse variety. Authentic examples in circulated condition can be worth hundreds of dollars, while high-grade specimens have sold for several $1,000s at major coin auctions. Because of this, collectors carefully inspect 1957 pennies for signs of doubling. If your coin is heavily worn, scratched, bent, or otherwise damaged, its value is usually limited to a few cents up to about $1. Nevertheless, checking for valuable varieties is always worthwhile. If you own a 1957 wheat penny, start by examining it under good lighting. Look carefully at the date and lettering for signs of doubling. A magnifying glass can help reveal important details. Avoid cleaning your coin. Cleaning often reduces collector value and can leave visible scratches on the surface. Collectors generally prefer coins with their original appearance. Store your coin in a protective holder to prevent additional wear and environmental damage. If you believe you have a rare variety or exceptionally well-preserved example, consider having it evaluated by a professional coin grading service. Finally, compare your coin with verified examples from reputable auction records and collector guides to better understand its potential value. The 1957 wheat penny without a mint mark is a fascinating piece of American coin history. While most circulated examples are common and worth only a small premium over face value, collector interest remains strong due to the popularity of the wheat cent series. High-grade coins, and especially the famous 1957 double-die variety, can command impressive prices at auction, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So before you spend or overlook an old penny, take a closer look. You might be holding a valuable collectible. Next up, the United States Monticello Jefferson nickel, dated 2000 with the P mint mark in excellent condition. At first glance, this coin may seem like an ordinary 5-cent piece that millions of Americans used every day. However, collectors know that even modern Jefferson nickels can carry surprising value under the right circumstances. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 2000 P. Jefferson nickel, its unique features, rarity, collector demand, and the auction prices that exceptional examples can bring. Stay with us until the end to learn whether this coin might be worth more than face value. The Jefferson nickel series was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The coin honors Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, while the reverse design features his famous Virginia home, Monticello. The year 2000 marked the beginning of a new millennium, making coins from this period especially interesting to many collectors. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of Jefferson nickels in 2000, each carrying the P mint mark. These coins entered circulation across the United States and were used in everyday commerce. Because of their high mintage, most examples remain common today. However, coins preserved in excellent condition are much more desirable to collectors. The obverse of the 2000 P. Jefferson nickel displays a portrait of Thomas Jefferson facing left. The inscriptions include Liberty, the year 2000, and the national motto In God We Trust. The small P mint mark appears near the date, identifying the Philadelphia Mint as the place of production on the reverse. The coin showcases Monticello, Jefferson's historic estate. The inscriptions include Monticello, 5 cents, United States of America, and E pluribus unum. The design is sharp and detailed, especially on coins that have been carefully preserved. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel and weighs 5 grams. While these specifications are standard for modern Jefferson nickels, collectors pay special attention to strike quality, luster, and the presence of full steps on the Monticello building. Coins with full steps are often considered premium examples and can command significantly higher prices. Although the 2000 P. Jefferson nickel is not rare in circulated grades, condition plays a major role in determining value. Damaged coins with scratches, corrosion, cleaning marks, or heavy were generally worth only their face value of 5 cents. Collector demand for damaged examples is usually low because many better preserved coins are available. However, if a damaged coin displays a rare minting error, such as an off-center strike, double strike, or other unusual production mistake, it may still attract interest from collectors. That excellent condition coins are much more desirable because they retain strong details, original mint luster, and attractive eye appeal. As a result, collectors actively search for high-grade examples to complete registry sets and competitive collections. In typical circulated condition, a 2000 P. Jefferson nickel is generally worth between 5 cents and 25 cents. Coins in excellent uncirculated condition can sell for around $1 to $5. Depending on quality and eye appeal, the higher grade examples certified by professional grading services can bring much stronger prices. Coins graded MS-66 or MS-67 often sell for $20 to $100 or more. Exceptional full steps examples can command several $100s when demand is strong. At major auctions, top population specimens with outstanding preservation have achieved prices ranging from several $100s to over $1,000. These premium results are usually reserved for coins with exceptional strike quality, brilliant luster, and rare high-grade certification. If you own a 2000 P. Jefferson nickel, carefully examine its condition before assuming its value. Look for strong luster, minimal marks, and sharp details on Monticello. Pay special attention to the steps on the building, as full step examples can be worth significantly more. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce collector value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent scratches and environmental damage. If you believe your coin is an exceptionally high-grade specimen, consider having it professionally graded by a respected coin grading service. Collectors should also watch for mint errors, as unusual varieties can sometimes be worth more than standard examples, even when the coin is not in perfect condition. The United States Monticello Jefferson Nickel 2000. P is a fascinating modern coin that demonstrates how condition can dramatically affect value. While most examples are common and worth only a few cents, excellent condition pieces and full step specimens can attract serious collector interest and impressive auction prices. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced numismatist, examining your pocket change can still lead to exciting discoveries. Next up, the 1967 United States Washington quarter dollar, without a mint mark in fine condition. At first glance, this coin may seem like an ordinary quarter that many Americans used in everyday transactions decades ago. However, collectors continue to search for examples of this historic coin because of its unique place in U.S. coinage history. In today's video, we'll explore the history of the 1967 Washington quarter, its special features, collector demand, rarity, and various conditions, and how much it can be worth on today's market. The Washington quarter series was first introduced in 1932 to honor America's first president, George Washington. By 1967, the United States Mint was experiencing a nationwide coin shortage. To discourage collectors from hoarding newly minted coins, the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks from all circulating coins produced between 1965 and 1967. As a result, every regular 1967 Washington quarter was struck without a mint mark regardless of where it was produced. The 1967 quarter was also part of a major transition in American coinage. Prior to 1965, quarters were made from 90% silver. Beginning in 1965, the mint switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition due to rising silver prices. Therefore, the 1967 quarter contains no silver despite its similar appearance to earlier silver quarters. The obverse of the 1967 Washington quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. Above Washington's head appears the word Liberty, while the motto, "In God We Trust," is located to the left. The date 1967 is displayed below the portrait. On the reverse, an eagle with outstretched wings stands proudly on a bundle of arrows surrounded by olive branches. The inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum appear above the eagle, while the denomination quarter dollar is displayed below. One of the most notable features of this coin is the absence of a mint mark. This missing mint mark was intentional and reflects a unique period in U.S. mint history. Collectors also search for examples with strong strikes, attractive surfaces, and rare minting errors that could significantly increase value. The 1967 Washington quarter is not considered rare in circulated or damaged condition because hundreds of millions were produced. Many examples remain in existence today. Coins that have experienced heavy wear, scratches, environmental damage, corrosion, or cleaning generally carry little premium above face value. Despite this, collector demand remains steady because the coin represents the final year of the no-mint mark era during the coin shortage period. Some collectors build complete Washington quarter collections and need a 1967 example to fill the slot. Damaged coins are usually collected only as inexpensive placeholders until a better example can be obtained. Collectors are particularly interested in unusual error coins from 1967. Double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and other mint errors can transform an otherwise common quarter into a highly sought-after collectible worth significantly more than ordinary examples. A 1967 Washington quarter, in fine condition, is generally worth between 25 cents and $2 depending on eye appeal and overall preservation. Most circulated examples trade very close to face value because of their large mintage and widespread availability. Coins in extremely fine condition can often sell for $3 to $8, while uncirculated specimens may bring $10 to $50 or more. High-grade certified examples with exceptional surfaces and strong details can reach several $100s at auction. The most valuable 1967 quarters are those with rare mint errors or exceptionally high grades. Certain error varieties have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars when offered through major coin auctions. Therefore, it is always worthwhile to inspect any 1967 quarter carefully before spending it. If you own a 1967 Washington quarter, start by examining the coin under good lighting. Look for unusual features such as doubling in the lettering, off-center designs, or other minting errors. These characteristics can dramatically increase the coin's value. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can reduce collector interest and lower market value. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent additional wear and environmental damage. Collectors seeking the highest value should focus on finding coins with strong details, minimal marks, and original surfaces. If you believe your quarter may be a rare variety or unusually high-grade example, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. The 1967 Washington quarter, without a mint mark, is a fascinating piece of American coinage history. Although most examples in fine condition are common and worth only a small premium over face value, the coin remains popular among collectors because of its connection to the U.S. coin shortage era and the temporary removal of mint marks. While ordinary circulated examples are affordable, high-grade specimens and rare error varieties can command impressive auction prices. If you have a 1967 quarter tucked away in a coin jar or collection, take a closer look. You might discover a valuable collectible hiding in plain sight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin values, auction records, and collecting tips. See you in the next video.